Hi out there, lovely and great to have you on this discussion on the question of personal perception. You've waited for it, now we are kicking off. My name is James Komolafe. I'm CEO, School of Articulation and Behavioral Alignment Resources, also known as SABA Resources. This is your one-stop behavioral hub for their virile life, full expression, and optimal productivity. Talking about perception, if there's any time you need to work in perception as an individual, it is now. Many things are happening in our day, and you can't afford to play the ignorance there. So you need to be sharp, cute, and grand, listening to your inside and going by the forces within you in order to make the relevant applause in life. And so, perception is the way forward. Many things we see in the physical sense that are not just it. You need to be able to walk in accuracy. You need to be able to walk in a dimension higher than the physical, irrespective of your religious underpinnings. So on this maiden edition, I'd like to share with you 20 elements of your personal perception. What do you stand to gain? What do you stand to enjoy? Number one, your perception talks about your capacity for priorities. How do you know what is first and what should be taken second in your space? Priority is critical. Two, your perception tells you about the picture of your possibilities. What is possible is made known to you by your perception. Three, productivity. How productive you can be from the inside out is a function of your perception. You're producing goods or services, your perception can guide you towards that. And then number four is peculiarities. What are the peculiar things that are akin to your person that you need to know and manage without creating the damages? So what are the things peculiar to you? Number five is performance. To perform in originality, you need the power of your perception. So can you itemize what your perception is telling you as far as performance is concerned? And then number six is participation. How do you participate and what do you participate in? You can pull them out from your perception. Number seven is power. Where are you powerful? The perception will tell you so that you can put your energy where your power is. Number eight is promptings. The value of your personal promptings, inner promptings, is made known to you via your perception. So how are you being prompted? You have the capacity to listen to your inside in order to make that accurate judgment outside. That is your prompting. What about your posture on the outside? Remember, my popular word, an empty sack can never stand. So your perception shows you how you can posture, your standing as an individual out there is a question of your perception. Then 10, penetration. Your capacity to penetrate where it matters as far as your own personal lifestyle and productive value is concerned. Where do you need to penetrate and how? Are all questions of perception. Then number 11 is precision. You don't want to go left and right. You want to be precise and apt. Your perception dictates that to you. And then number 12 is perfection. You want to start and finish. Perception has a great role to play in ensuring that you are not only original, but that you are excellent. Your perception can tell you when you are perfecting issues. And then number 13 is positioning. Where you stand in life determines what you see. And it's all an issue of perception, how you see it within, to orchestrate where you stand without so that you don't settle for the less. So positioning matters. And then perception can dictate the type of partnership you enter. You see, you don't need everyone in the world, but your perception can dictate to you and choose for you at the same time. So your partnership, whether for business, for relationship, for responsibility, is a function of your perception. Then number 15 is provision. Where do you need to be provided for? What provision are you looking for in life? Your perception can dictate that to you. You can sense what your provisions are and where you could possibly find them. And then number 16 is preservation. What choice to make that will preserve you at the end of the day can be seen in the value of your perception. So you want to be preserved. You don't just want a quick fix that will fade away over time. Please depend on perception to communicate that to you. And then number 17 is protection. You don't need to fear nothing when your perception is guiding you as to how to be protected and what to do and to enjoy protection. Your perception will dictate that to you. And then 18 is precaution, where you need to be careful because not all that glitters are actually gold. Your perception is being woven within you to show you so that you can take the necessary precaution. And number 19 is possession. What do you need to possess? What is yours, what is not yours? When it's timely, your perception will tell you. And last but not the least is pleasure without pressure. Your perception can show you where your pleasure is, how to do it, how to fix it. Now, these are the 20 critical elements of your personal perception. You know what you will do for me? I want you to rate yourself between 1, which is lowest, and 5, which is highest on each of these 20 elements. Score yourself. For example, number 1, priorities. You are going to answer for me how well you've been able to arrange your priorities by the reason of your personal perception. If you are poor, maybe you are scoring 1 or 2, but you are very high, then you are scoring 5/5. Do that for all these 20 elements and send them to me as soon as possible. I'll grade you and rate you and then converse with you to raise your level of awareness and sensitivity to your perception. Remember, perception is critical in all that you do. So score yourself 1 to 5 in each of these 20 points. And at the end of the day, when you sum them up, it's going to give you the percentage score of what you've been able to pull out of your personal perception. With that, I will sit with you using my competence and capacity to fit it neat for you as far as the question of perception is concerned. Then you can hit the ground running and taking your strides in line with who you are, for what you do, and what you are planning to do. I'm sure you pick a lesson or two on this subject of personal perception. Thank you so very much. I'm awaiting your response. As you listen to it over and over again, pull out how great your perception has contributed to these 20 issues in your life. You are low when you score 1, and you are highest where you score 5. Thank you and bye bye. Cheers.